What if I told you the greatest battle plan for your startup was written 2,500 years ago? In today's cutthroat world of business, most startups don't fail because of bad ideas. They die because they weren't prepared for war. Sun Tzu didn't write for soldiers. He wrote for survivors, for winners. So the question is, are you ready to think like a general and lead like a warrior? 1. Know the battlefield or be defeated. He who knows the terrain and himself shall not fear 100 battles. The startup world is a battlefield, shifting, ruthless, and filled with traps. If you do not understand your market, your customer, and your competition, you walk blind into war. Victory belongs not to the brave, but to the prepared. Study the landscape, analyze the trends, anticipate the moves of your rivals. Those who enter business without strategy are already conquered. Every day, you wake up and step onto a battlefield. It may not look like war. There are no swords or shields, but the struggle is real. You're fighting for focus in a world full of distractions. You're striving to grow in a world that often wants to hold you back. You're working to build something, your dream, your purpose, your best self, and that requires strategy. Sun Tzu taught that victory belongs to those who understand both themselves and the battlefield. That means if you want to win in life, you have to know what you're up against and who you really are. So ask yourself, what's the terrain of my life right now? Is it chaotic? Is it full of noise, fear, or doubt? Is your environment lifting you up or pulling you down? To win the day, you must start by understanding what you're walking into. That means preparing your mindset, observing your challenges, and recognizing what throws you off course. Next, look inward. Do you know your own strengths, your weaknesses, your patterns? Most people drift through life reacting instead of responding, not because they're weak, but because they never stop to study the battlefield they walk every day, their habits, their triggers, their goals. You are the general of your own life, and a wise general does not fight blind. Plan your day like a campaign. Anticipate distractions like enemy ambushes. Set clear targets, just like a warrior picks their objective. Reflect at night, like a commander studying the results of battle. Life isn't about winning every fight. It's about fighting the right ones. With purpose, clarity, and power. Know your battlefield, know yourself. And each day, you won't just survive, you'll dominate. 2. Strike when the moment is ripe. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. In war, timing is the unseen blade. Too early and you waste your strength. Too late and you miss your strike. In startups, this means launching when the market is ready, when momentum is building, when your forces are aligned. A wise general is patient. A wise founder watches the pulse of the world and moves at the perfect moment, without hesitation, without mercy. In life, where you stand determines what you see and what you can do. Sun Tzu teaches us that position is power. In war, the right ground gives you the upper hand. In life, it's no different. Your environment, your relationships, your habits, they either place you in a position to win or a pattern to lose. You could be strong, talented, even brilliant, but if you're standing in the wrong place, in a toxic relationship, a dead-end job, a mindset of fear, your gifts will never fully emerge. Strategic positioning in life begins with awareness. Where are you mentally, emotionally, physically? Are you placing yourself where your potential is nurtured or where it's drained? You can't grow roses in concrete. You can't launch dreams in environments built to suppress them. You must choose where you stand deliberately. That means protecting your peace, surrounding yourself with people who challenge and elevate you, cutting out noise that distracts you from your mission, positioning your life like a chessboard for opportunity, not chaos. Sometimes, strategic positioning also means patience. The high ground isn't always available immediately. You may have to build your way up. But what matters is that you are climbing intentionally, not drifting aimlessly. Position your time, position your focus, position your energy around things that move you forward, not just keep you busy. Like a general who sees the entire battlefield, zoom out. Ask yourself, am I living from a place of strength or survival? Am I choosing environments that grow me or ones that numb me? You are not powerless. Every step you take is a move. Every yes and no is strategy. And when you begin to position your life with vision, everything changes. 3. Discipline is your edge. The skillful warrior ensures his people united in purpose and strict in discipline. Ideas are common. Execution is rare. Victory goes not to the one with the loudest vision, but to the one who can maintain discipline through chaos. In your startup, you must build systems, enforce accountability, and instill resilience. Chaos is the nature of battle. Discipline is what turns chaos into conquest. Not everything is as it seems, and that can be your advantage. Sun Tzu taught that in war, the clever general never reveals his true intentions. He creates illusions, misleads his opponents, and strikes when least expected. But this is not about dishonesty, it's about strategy. In life, we're often told to be transparent, to show everything. But true strength is knowing what to reveal and when. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your dreams, or your next move. In fact, when you expose your goals too early, the world can talk you out of them, or worse, sabotage them. Discretion is power. You don't have to post your every plan. You don't need to announce your every ambition. Move in silence until there's something solid to show. Being wise with your truth doesn't make you fake. It makes you focused. It protects your energy from judgment, distraction, and interference. Sometimes the best way to win is to let people underestimate you. Let them think you're quiet, soft, incapable. Let them misjudge. Because when you act, not talk, you catch the world off guard. That's how revolutions begin. Not with noise, but with surprise. Deception, in its highest form, is not about tricking others maliciously. It's about creating space to grow undisturbed. It's about protecting your mission from premature exposure. Even in battles of self-doubt, you can turn deception inward, trick your fear, tell yourself, just one step when the mountain seems too high. Smile when you feel afraid. Act with courage until courage becomes real. You are your own strategist. Not every truth needs to be spoken. Not every move needs to be broadcasted. What matters is that you know what you're building and why. Speak less, do more. Let your results be the loudest part of you. Because the world can't counter a move it never saw coming. Adapt or perish. Water shapes its course according to the nature of the terrain. Rigidity is death. Just as a general must adjust to an ambush, a founder must pivot when faced with resistance. Change is not a failure. It is a sign of awareness. To survive in the world of startups, you must learn to flow like water, striking where your enemy is weakest, evolving as the market demands. Adaptation is not a weakness. It is the highest form of strategy. Victory isn't always about charging forward. Sometimes it's about knowing when not to fight. Sun Tzu teaches that a wise warrior chooses his battles carefully. He doesn't engage just because he's provoked. He doesn't waste energy on fights that drain him but offer no reward. Instead, he steps back, observes, and asks, is this worth my time, my peace, and my purpose? In daily life, this wisdom is gold. Too many people burn out fighting battles that don't matter, arguing over opinions that won't change, chasing status symbols that don't bring peace, defending themselves in situations that only steal their energy. Not every insult deserves a response. Not every opportunity is aligned with your path. Not every confrontation requires your presence. You gain power by saying no. Choosing your battles is a form of self-respect. It means you value your time, your growth, your mission. It means you're not led by ego, but by clarity. And that clarity is a force greater than any weapon. Think of your life as a battlefield of choices. Every time you engage in drama, distraction, or emotional chaos, you lose a piece of your strength. But when you walk away from noise to focus on building your vision, you become unstoppable. True strength is restraint. The ability to let go of proving yourself and instead prove it through your results. Focus on the battles that elevate you, becoming more disciplined, mastering your craft, protecting your peace. These are the silent wars that create loud victories. And remember, walking away doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. Because only the fool fights every fight. The master chooses when and where to unleash his power, and when to conserve it. So today, before reacting, ask yourself, is this my war to fight? If the answer is no, walk on. Because the path to greatness is not paved with chaos. It's built with purpose. 5. Conceal strength, exploit weakness. In business, as in war, it is not always the strongest who wins, but the most cunning. Do not reveal all your plans. Do not boast of your power. Let your competition grow comfortable, and then strike where they least expect it. Build in silence, move in shadows. Let your success be the shock that breaks their morale. Life is not a straight road. It's a winding path filled with detours, obstacles, and sudden changes. And the one who thrives isn't the strongest. It's the one who adapts. Sun Tzu emphasized that great warriors read the terrain and adjust. They don't force their way through a storm, they move with it. They don't complain about the mountain, they find a new path around it. In war, as in life, rigidity is a weakness, flexibility is power. In your daily life, this means being willing to shift gears when things don't go as planned. That project falls through, learn pivot, try again. Someone disappoints you, adjust expectations, protect your peace. A door closes, look for the window you missed. Adaptation doesn't mean surrender. It means strategy. It means refusing to let circumstances control your attitude or direction. It means mastering the art of flow, meeting change not with fear, but with finesse. The people who succeed are not always the most talented. They are the ones who are relentless in adjusting to reality. They find a way forward, always, even if it means starting over, even if it means letting go of a plan they thought was perfect. Think of water, soft, formless, but powerful enough to shape stone. That's the mindset of adaptation. You don't break under pressure. You bend, recalculate, and move with precision. Every setback is feedback. Every challenge is a signal. Grow here. So don't resist the change. Learn from it. Shift with it. Turn it into momentum. When life changes direction, don't fight the terrain. Read it. Understand it. Use it. Because the most dangerous person in the room is not the one who always has a plan. It's the one who can stay calm when the plan falls apart. So embrace the unexpected. Become the strategist of your own life. Adapt to the terrain, because your flexibility is your freedom. In the end, domination doesn't come from luck. It comes from clarity, strategy, and bold execution. Sun Tzu's wisdom still echoes today because the battlefield has changed, but the principles have not. So, are you ready to think like a general and lead like a warrior? The answer must be yes. Because in this game, hesitation is defeat. But with clarity comes power. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below. If this video sparked something in you, if you're ready for the next weapon in your arsenal, then don't stop now. Click the next video. There's a deeper truth waiting. One that could change how you lead forever.